Hello, brothers and sisters of London. Welcome to my page. My page is about common sense. I try to keep it down, nitty-gritty, under 10 minutes. And if it goes over 10 minutes, it's something very, very, very important. And not important to liberals, libertards, people who believe in God, people like to smoke, people like to drink, people like ayahuasca, people like DMT. Listeners' discretion is advised. Listeners' discretion is advised. I do these videos, reaction videos, because I just want to prove a point. I'm not trying to bash or thrash or trying to mess up someone's hustle, okay? But of course, if they're real, okay, then I'm going to mess up their hustle, okay? All right? Okay, but if you have any comments, questions, insults, or roast fest, you put it down below. Some might introduce me to this dude. That a lot of guys think that he's an alpha. But we'll see when we watch the video. We can hear. I can hear, actually. You guys can't hear because you're young. You're young-minded and foolish. As I said before, if you are biased and you're emotional, you're sensitive, and you get offended by any motherfucking word I say, please remove yourself immediately. Don't catch yourself a hot one. You get a hot one, right? All right, okay. I'm old school. All right? A lot of individuals like Kevin Simp Samuels, Tommy Sotomayor, all these motherfuckers are beta alpha males. They will never become an alpha. They have nothing to sell to women. They have nothing to offer to women regardless. They are the biggest simps, popular simps. They pay for the subscribers. Let's get on with the videotape because I want to hear what he has to say. As you can see there, I put it down in the link of where he's located at, okay? And, of course, let me move this right here. You guys right here, you can subscribe to him if you want. You can subscribe to me, get personal information, okay? I don't do everything like everybody else does. All right, I'm just coming to pull people cards and individuals. If you watching me, book of AlphaRonomy, which is a cool-ass name. I like that. I like that. Let's get on with the video. I don't hate on his hustle. I'm just going to try to pull the card and say if it's true or not, if he is an alpha or not, because somebody gave it to me, so that's what I'm doing. As we should already know, Kevin Simp Samuels is not an alpha. Okay, a lot of individuals that you see in the imagery is not alphas, okay? All right, I'm an alpha, okay? But I can prove that to you later on. Let's get on with the videotape. Also, you can check out my credentials down below. I talk very quickly because I know what I'm talking about here. I'm older. I'm older than him, probably, most likely so. Let's get on with the videotape. It says, keep it alpha with women at all times. Is he an alpha? Or is he just regurgitating something from someone else? Okay, we'll see. Let's begin.
You know, man, I was thinking about toxic relationships and
He's talking about toxic relationships. Now, I'm not even going to go all through this video. Okay? I'm going to show you another video, too, which I will show you that I saw that he's copying off a little bit of what I'm asking for, which is okay. It's okay to copy and stuff. I want you guys to understand how valuable my knowledge is compared to everybody else. And he took a little bit of my knowledge and regurgitated it in a video, which I'm going to show you. Because nobody's talking about it, only me. Okay, I've been talking about this shit since 2012. Once he becomes boring and he has no knowledge, I will cut it. Alright, I'm going to cut it. Alright, let's begin.
Started thinking about my most toxic relationship. And, you know, I say all the time that I've never been a beta male simp mangina for a woman.
Okay.
And that's true. But I have found myself in a beta situation once. Now, there's two types of toxic relationships and two reasons that men enter into these relationships. On the one hand, you have the man who enters into this relationship because he was taught and raised and therefore believes in the fairy tale. That is the wife and the two kids and the big furry dog and the white picket fence. The American dream, so to speak.
Okay.
And he does that because he believes that that exists. And he wants it to be a reality in his own life. And then you have the other man who simply does this in an attempt to force himself to fit into a scenario that he knows is not what a man should be doing. And even worse, knows will never work. Let's take a deep dive on this one. But first, let's elevate to a higher plane. Prepare for takeoff. I mean the type of relationship that is toxic to your development.
Wait a minute. Didn't you just say keep it real with
these broads regardless if you will regret it? Okay, is there knowledge here I'm supposed to learn here, or are you talking about a toxic relationship, which is common sense? I mean, common knowledge out there. Everybody knows about toxic relationships. Let's continue. Let's see what you got to say.
As a man, your masculinity, the growth of your masculinity, the growth of your manhood, any relationship you have, whether intimate or personal or otherwise, that damages your ability to grow as a man is a toxic relationship. But in this instance, I'm talking about an intimate, toxic relationship with a woman. Okay. Now, why did Dr. BoA find himself in that scenario? Because there was a time that I wanted to do the quote-unquote right thing. I wanted to be in the prototypical relationship. I wanted to be the way that other men were trained to be. I wanted to fit into the mold of what a good man should be. And I forced myself into that scenario. And not only did I force myself into it, when I saw that I was failing at it, I kept right on doing it. I knew that this is what I shouldn't be doing. Okay. I knew that this would never work for me. I knew that this would never work for anyone.
Listen. He was ignorant. Okay? Everybody's ignorant. Okay? So what knowledge are you giving me, okay, to avoid toxic relationships? How do you avoid toxic relationships? Give me some information. How do you keep it real with women? You're not giving me no information, all right? Most guys are just oblivious to what to do with a woman in the first place. They're just ignorant, okay, all right? And most of the time, they don't know, okay, just like he's making up these little stories here. They don't know if it's going to work or not. They just believe it's going to work because they're desperate, all right? So give me some knowledge here, okay? All right.
Except the man who was willing to compromise his manhood. And due to the fact that I wasn't willing to compromise my manhood at all, this situation turned toxic pretty quickly, all things considered.
Okay.
But here's the toxic part. Had nothing to do with the woman. Had nothing to do with any energy she gave me. Okay. Had nothing to do with anything other than me, myself, badgering myself.
Okay.
Because I could not be a one-woman man. Telling myself that something was wrong with me because I could not be a monogamous man. Telling myself that something was wrong with me because I wasn't this romantic, overly caring guy who would give a woman a shoulder to cry on, or listen to her problems, or listen to her complain about her past, or any of that. I badgered myself into believing that something was wrong with me.
Listen, if you badger yourself, you're not an alpha. Clear and cut. Now, even though he said that he was a beta alpha, whatever, yada, 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 lots of guys are just ignorant and desperate. They don't know how to control that piece down there. All right? If you have to badger yourself, you still have lots to learn in order to be an alpha. All right? But let's continue, because he's not giving any knowledge on how to become an alpha to put women in check. He's not. Okay, let's continue.
And I know many of you men have done that as well. It took a while for me to look at myself in the mirror and say, the way you are is the way you're meant to be. The situation you're in is a situation you're not meant to be in. At that moment,
I'm going to stop it right there, because he really don't have any alpha knowledge. Of course, he got some money to sell some stuff, but I'm not really interested in all that, hustle. You let him do his own hustle. Let's read the comments now here. See how many beta alphas are actually watching him who wants to be alpha, which is not going to get any information from this type of guy. It's better to live alone. Yeah, that's true. Than to live with. The more you complain, the more guys will something realize this. But you're fucking up the game for us hustlers, because we make money off of ignorance of women, okay? But let me see, monogamous relationships. I've been teaching this for a long time. So let's go to another video that he made, okay? Let me go here, okay? There we go. Now this video right here, someone gave me, okay? And I know for a fact that he took this idea from me, okay, because I've been on the internet for many, many years, and he hasn't been always like this. I've been always like this since I was in Ethiopia, to Brooklyn, New York, to Bed-Stuy. and the pimps and hustlers taught me. As you should know, read my credentials. Let's begin with this video, and then we'll call it a day, okay? All right? This dude is not an alpha, okay? All right?
For me to put a woman in a position of wifey, man, she got to be a virgin. Period.
That's what I say.
Period. For me to put a woman in a position of wifey, man, she got to be a virgin.
That's the same shit I be saying all along. If you want to be popular, listen to my advice. Talk about virginity. Because the next step, you guys can't handle it. Polygyny is the next step. Now, I've been talking about this way before him, but I don't care about popularity. Like I said before, I'm just pulling out some cards to know that this guy is not an alpha. All right? Okay, there you go. That's it. He's a beta alpha. He's also a simp boy, and I'm telling you, and many times, if you put up a virgin, if you put a female who's not a virgin, you come up to him, he will basically fall for it. I'm telling you, this guy has been getting plenty of play by women, but it's different from my different type of play. We all have different types of styles in place, but you come to me, you'll understand the real life alpha shit. I don't put on a facade. I don't put on this makeup and this flashy glamour, okay? Let's listen to what he has to say, though. Let's listen to the nods that he have taken and copied from a real alpha. Let's listen.
You know what I'm saying? I've thought about it and toyed with it at times, but man, she got to be a virgin. You know what I'm saying? Because for me to provide and protect for a woman, man, I got to be the only one that touched her. And so that makes it even worse. So here's a woman who I ain't touched. Nobody's ever touched her but me. Then somebody else touched her. So that's my dilemma, man. You know what I'm saying? And I may just go ahead and chalk it up, man, and go ahead and deal with it, bro.
You got to think about it, because he's a simp guy. That's it? Oh my God. But please understand that I'm not your average man. I'm not your Peter Pan. In my heydays, I used to try to touch used vaginas. But then I was told that these females are not virgins. I didn't know what a fucking virgin was. And I was told the reason why they reject you in your astute manner, okay, is because of their full of experience with other men. And I was told it's time to go overseas. But when I actually saw porn and I introduced myself to porn, I saw how nasty and filthy the women were. So I have OCD. I did have problems when I was younger because my teeth were really fucked up. Lucky for me. Blessings be in disguise. And then I became an inspector of the pussy, a gynecologist, okay, which most of you guys can't contend with. Yeah, I'm arrogant. Do I sound arrogant? I don't think I am. Okay, but anyway, long story short, most of you guys cannot be alphas, like myself, okay? I said I was a fetish gigolo. I don't fuck use vaginas. I fucking with strap-ons. I travel abroad. I do not deal with women in America. I usually tell them instructions, and if they don't listen and they don't have any money, I'm out of there. Assets before ass, peoples. So even though he took a little bit of knowledge, it's good. Like, he took the knowledge. I don't hate on that. He took the knowledge and he gonna run with it. And I know a lot of you guys have to do the same thing. I don't hate on nobody here. I am not ambitious and I'm not looking for subscribers. I told you this. You get me in trouble. I'm on Rumble, by the way. So check out my credentials down below. I'm on Rumble because freedom of speech is in danger on YouTube and they're not making any money off of me. That's what I feel what it is. I think they should just sell the videos as they are. You don't need AdSense and all that other bullshit. I don't need all that stuff on my videos. I think they should just literally take away, you need 100 subscribers. I think they should take away, if your video is liked, okay, and they get tips, they get a portion of that tip. They should just do it that way. Flip it around. So I'm talking about other things on top of that. As I said before, most guys can't contend with me, and I know I may seem cringy, but that's the way, that's the method to my madness, man. It's a method to my madness. I gotta be cringy. But I'm more in shape than most of you. I'm a boxer. I'm a fitness trainer for women, okay? I take care of women's children. Y'all guys, y'all red pillars and you mink pillars gotta stop talking about single mothers and black women, okay? But I know Tommy Sotomayor do it a lot, okay? But, you know, he's just talking about, he's just exposing them, okay? You got to expose people, but still, there'll still always be more betas than beta alphas anyway. So the more you exist, the more I profit. The more stupid women get, the more I profit. I don't really care, okay, all right? I got my OnlyFans. I got my Pornhub. You check it out down below. I ain't got to worry about that shit. You guys don't got none of that shit. But I travel too, so I don't really cater to all that bullshit that is on the internet. But other than that, that's all I really got to say because I'm not your average man. I'm not your Peter Pan. Peace.